out today. It's too cold. Well, not as cold as last week. But anyway, thanks for watching my videos the last couple of days. My last live stream and my last update video. Now we're going to back to the world of DC, and I'm doing another DC animated movie from the 2010s, and that is Green Lantern Emerald Knights. Not First Flight or the 2011 movie. This is the is it 2013 or something like that? It doesn't say the year, but anyway, this one's 84 minutes long, so let's get started. This is an anthology film. What? Wrong button. I've been wanting to do this one for a while, because while this Green Lantern's not black, there's someone black in the movie, so Arnold Vosloo's from South Africa. That counts. There's the green symbol. And these animated movies, all of them are better than the 2011 movie, because they look finished. Actually, I don't need this hat. It'll give me a headache. There's one of the Green Lanterns now. Forgot who that one is. There's that Kilowog, yeah. I'm doing a lot of DC movies this month because, you know, Supergirl's in 4 months. So I want to get ready for that. Also, this isn't a movie for kids. Even though these are animated, a lot of these films are PG-13 or R, so don't let your kids watch it unless they're 13 and older, because it can scar them. Oh, it's a cute kids cartoon. No, it's not. If it's not Lego or like the Super Pets movie, it's not for kids. Harley Quinn, not for kids. The Joker movie is not for kids, even though that's live action. The Penguin Show, not for kids. The Batman, not for kids. Even Peacemaker and Creature Commandos are not for kids either. I know, because I sat through them. I'm gonna finish Peace. I'm gonna finish Peacemaker in this month. Artakian. Green. The Jon Stewart movie I don't have, so I'll have to stream that one. Beware My Power. I definitely want to do that one, but not this week. Uh, I could make an exception with that one because I know this is a Green Lantern movie, but this one doesn't have Jon Stewart in it. That's the Jon Stewart Green Lantern. So a different version of a character with the same name is that's lenient. I can be lenient on that. But if it's the same character and doing the same things, then no, because it's like Batman and Batman Beyond. They're two different storylines. But I'm not doing any sequels. Beware that My Power is not a sequel to this. It's a standalone story. No sequels. I don't want to do any movies with a lot of sequels. If I do Friday, I'm not doing the sequel. I'll do All About the Benjamins. That's standalone. That's a self-contained story because I did so many sequels last year. You know, I did so many franchises. Back to the Future and Nolan's Batman trilogy and the Swan Princess trilogy, the hand-drawn movies. I don't want to do back-to-back sequels. Sinestro. And I do like Green Lantern. I think he's... Actually, I could wear this. Hold on. I haven't worn this mask in a while, so the movie just started, so wear this mask. There we go. Now I feel like Green Lantern now. I can barely see, but I'll try to bring it down. There. I can see it. Green Lantern's probably in my top 5 DC characters versus Batman, the Flash, Superman, and then probably Green Lantern will be 4. Some of them don't have masks. Oh, yep. Evil's might. Beware of my power. Green Lantern. Mm-hmm. Night. Wizards escape my sight. Yes, that's Nathan Fillion. No, she's a girl. There's no Jessica Cruz in this one though. And stop saying she can't sell, Josh. You're like people of color can't sell, and yet we've had several movies last year proving you wrong, like it always does. Sinners, Minecraft, even Zootopia had people of color. This mask is hard to see out of because the mask is. Superman, Wonder Woman, Supergirl, Batman, and Flash are in my top 5. Green Lanterns at least number 7 or 8. Yeah, she hasn't been in live action yet. Uh, we've seen Hal Jordan, and we've seen uh, Guy Gardner, which I'm glad they did because I wanted it to be a different Green Lantern that was not connected to the 2011 movie because I'm tired of people complaining about that movie. It happened. Let's move on. Yeah, I'm gonna have to see it like this because I can't lie down with this mask. I could barely see a thing out of it. This is an anthology movie, so each story is different. This animation still looks good. It's about time they put Green Lantern in the DCU because they didn't put him when the 2011 movie bombed. They never mentioned him again. It's like they disowned him, even though they promised a show, which is probably going to happen soon. The Green Lantern Corps. Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. No, I don't want. I don't know who that number is. I'm not going to answer that. Arms. Yep. Green rings. See, you have to be chosen. Yeah, Green Lantern was probably the weakest DC character I dressed up as at Comic Con because no one acknowledged me. I wore the mask and everything, and this mask is too small. I could barely see it. At least with with Mister Terrific, I won't have a mask on my face. It's just like this and like this, so I'll be able to see. I hope. That's why I haven't worn a mask at Comic Con in in almost 3 years. Because even with Miles, I had to wear a hoodie, not a mask. I like the sci-fi aspects of Oa and the Green Lanterns. That's what I'm fascinated by. Any character can sell if you write them well. It doesn't matter how stupid they sound. Because Booster Gold, we've never seen him in live action before. Just don't cast Chris Pratt and you'll be fine. He doesn't sell anymore, guys. Mercy was a bomb, and yeah, I saw that coming. It looked like a bad Netflix movie from last year, and he's just tired. He's doing the same roles every single time. Mario will make $1 billion, but that not because of him. Because the animation looks amazing, and I can't wait to see more of the Mario Brothers in space this time. His voice acting is really good in this movie. Because I know Tevye was not a fan of the not this one he liked. I'm saying he didn't like Beware My Power. He was expecting more out of it, but I thought it was decent for what it is for one Lantern story. It's still better than what we're getting with the DCU's version. Is a British guy. Why? Jon Stewart's not British in the comics. You fools! Don't fall in the same traps you did with the DCEU, where you hired a bunch of foreigners to play the Justice League, and it failed. If certain characters can be used, regardless of how I feel about the characters, no, Beware My Power. I enjoy it. I'm gonna watch it again. I just have to stream it because I don't have it. I got Batman versus the Ninja Turtles and Lego the Aquaman. I'll do Aquaman next tomorrow after I take the bottles. Action's pretty good because no one thought that Superman could bang hard even after the Man of Steel debacle, but it worked. Hey, sci-fi film fan, since this is a DC movie, I'll take this over The Flash. Yeah, it's shorter. It's not over 2 hours long, and it doesn't have 50 characters in it that aren't even Flash characters, like Supergirl and from another universe and Zod, who has nothing to do with The Flash. Hello. There's a reason that these movies keep getting made. DC keeps making hand-drawn and CGI animated films for mostly for adults that read the comics. There goes the ring. Someone dies and then someone else gets the ring. It's passed on. It's interesting. It's very sci-fi-ish. I like that. I like First Flight a little bit more because it's one story, but both are better than the 2011 movie. It's a good movie, man. I'm glad I bought it on Amazon a few months ago. Hmm. Yes, it is. I have the will to do these podcasts because again, it's cold out. There's snow everywhere, and I don't want to go outside today. Last week I was shoveling snow, and it almost killed me. Not the shoveling, just walking so much, and all the traffic, and these people bumping into me. This is really good, man. And I miss this character. I'm so glad James Gunn brought him back. Because Guy Gardner, yeah, while he's not my favorite Lantern, Nathan Fillion, you wanted Nathan Fillion, you got him. See, it wasn't stunt casting because Nathan Fillion's been Green Lantern's voice for over a decade. So he fit. Yeah, he fit really well. and he was funny, and you know, had, yeah, the haircut's kind of weird, but his costume was real. It wasn't CGI or animated. Because people made fun of the 2011 movie so much, including Ryan Reynolds, but these animated ones are actually good. He's a good character, guys. Give him a shot. I never went on the ride, the Green Lantern ride in Six Flags, because it's one of those coasters that you're standing up, and I hate those because they hurt my chest. Oh yeah, I forgot to wear my ring, but it's fine. You guys get the picture. This is why Shazam never mentioned Green Lantern. They showed an Aquaman T-shirt, Wonder Woman, Batman, Superman, but they never mentioned him. I gave him a shot, yeah, and I like the costumes in that movie. Yet no Oscar. Thanks a lot, Oscars. The movie actually has costumes in it, and you give it to Avatar. Yeah, suck it. People of color can sell. Yes, they are. Supergirl will sell decently this summer. She'll do better. Get over a convention. She did already, Josh. She had 2 minutes of screen time in the last movie, and people were dressing up as her. She's my favorite DC heroine. I'm attracted to girls that wear that costume with the little skirt and everything. It's just, it's my thing. You have Wonder Woman, I have Supergirl. The skirt just, it turns me on. You heard it here, folks. The red skirt and the shirt and that blonde hair, it does it for me. That's something I didn't get in the Flash movie. Instead, you got a Supergirl with short hair, black hair, played by a Latino who was trying, but she was one note. She was, I'm angry. That's it. No smile, no cute little giggle, no dog, nothing. Just, I'm angry and I want to kill Zod. That's it. I wanted more than that. She may have gotten more screen time than Kara and Superman 2025, but it wasn't enough. I wanted more. No, and then. Hmm. This and Guardians of the Galaxy can really work for me. The Guardians is over. We have to move on from the first team that we got because you're not going to top that trilogy and also the holiday special. Is this mask backwards? Hold on, let me try to see to put the mask on the other way. I think I'm putting it backwards. Try this. Oh, that's much better. I've been putting it wrong the whole time. This is what the mask looks like. I'm sorry, guys. Now I can see. That makes more sense. And the mask is black in the comics. It's not green. Well, in some cases. And I don't need gay Green Lantern. I don't need it. Whoever that is, I don't want it. They try they tried to do that in the CW Stargirl show and it didn't work for me. I'm sorry. I'm never gonna buy that a Green Lantern's gay. It's like Iceman. Yeah, this is much better. I put it on backwards. Yep, I know. Okay, Humpty Dumpty. Mm-hmm. Give Iceman pants and also give Iceman something to do. He was in the X-Men movies in the 2000s, but they gave him nothing to do. They gave him like relationship problems, and that was it. We never saw him completely covered in ice. Really? Hmm. Yep. Yep. DC's back on the mountain. They were lost for so long, many years, and they finally got back on the gravy train because 2023 was their worst year ever. Three flops. At least Marvel learned a lesson that this year they're not gonna shove so much content in our faces. Uh oh, a volcano. Poozers. They can't say poser, so it's that poozer. Uh oh. Yep, Kilowog saved his friend. Jessica Cruz wasn't introduced yet. Maybe in the comics, but not. Um, that animation looks stunning, man. It's hand drawn. It's not CGI. He's questioning his authority. Mm-hmm. Yikes. We're 23 minutes in, and he punched him right in the chin. Mm-hmm. It's a lock, yeah. Poozers. I like the squirrel, Chip. He's one of the lanterns, and he's the cutest one with the bushy tail. Yeah. Time for flying. Yeah, he could be like Spider Ham with a. He was already in the Super Pets movie. I just don't like the voice actor that voiced him, Diego Luna. It could have been anybody else. He's not a voice actor. It's alright. Mm-hmm. There's also Bridge. He's another squirrel that has a Green Lantern ring. Here we go. Remember when Green Lantern used oven mitts in the new movie in the Superman movie, and they managed to balance all these characters without underusing most of them, like Spider Verse or Infinity War or something like that. But some movies just do too many characters, like X Men Apocalypse or something. It's too many characters, guys. Focus on the ones you have. Don't add more that you don't need. Yep, his ring is coming off. Poozer. Yep, yep. These Marvel and DC teams have a lot of people in them. Yeah, family. Yeah, I know. X Men, we're gonna see a bit more from characters in the new era. Yeah, but use new X Men. Don't use the same ones from before. Mm-hmm. 28 minutes. Yeah. The movie's about almost halfway done because it's 87 minutes long. A mix between old and new, yeah, but make some new characters too. Because when you have new characters, people can connect with them, and that it doesn't feel like a rehash. That's why Superman worked because we had a different Green Lantern, Mr. Terrific, who we never saw in any movie live action. And he had Hawk Girl instead of Hawkman. Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Yeah, Pumpty Dumpty had a big fall. Now you're gonna get my ring. Mm-hmm. Lyra will be cool, but they're gonna put Jessica Cruz probably as the female Green Lantern because she's more popular now, and that was the story of that. That's why I'm seeing new characters in old school X Men and see how the audiences respond. That's Kelly Hu's voice. Her voice is so sexy, man. The more happy of a girl lover I will be, I'll be, because I see these girls in the conventions. Her outfit's sexy. She looks like Mira done better than Lyra. She's still better than you because Mira, come on, played by Amber Heard. Yeah, bad decision. Here's her story. Madeline Petch, I think, could play this well because she's a redhead. Because Karen already did a Marvel character for over a decade, so it's someone else's turn now. Golden Dragon. Her mouth doesn't even move. Immortal. Yes, ma'am. That's right, Spear. This is on HBO Max now, so if you guys want to watch it, you can watch it there. Good stuff. She is cool in this movie. She has her own story, and they flesh her out for the amount of time she has. Oh, so that's what your face looks like. That's pretty awesome. Oh, they removed it from HBO Max. Well, I have the DVD, so you can't remove it. Take that, you stupid streaming services. They're only doing this because if Netflix buys out Warner Brothers, they're just gonna put the DC movies on there. Yes, he hit a woman, and they didn't cancel this movie because it's animated. None. Kelly's birthday's coming up, so I could do one of her films that I missed. Maybe Surf Ninjas or something. Even though, yeah, there's somebody black in that. You have Tone Lock is in that. I think Kylie Cantrell should play Jessica Cruz because she's the perfect age for it. She's young, but she can play it because she's got the tan skin, she's got the dark hair, she's perfect, not stunt casting, but actual, you know, but she's still doing those Disney Channel Descendants movies. Why are they still doing those movies after this guy died? Cameron Boyce is dead. Can we please move on? I mean, the last one I heard was decent. The girls are really pretty, but how many Descendants movies do they need? 10? You're not the James Bond franchise or Harry Potter or even Lord of the Rings. You're just a bunch of like standalone like Disney villain spin-off movies. That's all they are with their kids. Caitlin Dever will be sexy no matter what she plays. She's so petite and so gorgeous, and that nose. I'll lose my mind if I meet her. Oh, she's dating someone. Of course she is. What man wouldn't want to bang her? Geesh. I'm not answering that. Not till the podcast is over. That's not my sister, so I don't. Wait, hold. Let me check who it is. I'm not answering that because Caitlyn, I'm always attracted to her in every role she's in that I've seen her in. Flashback. Yeah, she to me, Kylie Cantrell is the perfect girl to play her. Mm-hmm. Another flashback. Well, it is a DC movie. They have to show at least one flashback. Most of these stories are flashbacks. This animation's stunning. Even though there's not a lot of blood here, a lot of people die in this movie. That's why it's not for kids. Oh yeah, that big head guy. He looks like Modoc. He does, yeah. Marvel and DC had a lot of similar writers, so some of the characters look alike. The, the poor Modoc looking guy. It didn't go to him. A woman. Yes. Why? Because women are important to the DC universe. Mm. Yes, ma'am. I've seen parents at a grocery store showing their little kids this movie on their phones. Yeah, it's not a kids movie. They think because it's animated, it's for kids. Yeah, tell that to Disney where they were marketing gay, openly gay characters in their kids' movies like Strange World and Lightyear. Kids don't understand when they're like 5 years old or something like that. When they're starting school, they don't understand. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I get it. Yes, you can. That long, that ponytail. She has that Luann Loud look, except with red hair, not brown hair. But she can't. It chose her, not you. Trust me. It's good stuff, man. It's like Little Mermaid, except way more violent. Yes, that includes the remake. Because he didn't hurt Ariel, he just destroyed her room. Here it's like a father and daughter fight. No, don't cut that beautiful hair. Don't do it. I would love to see Madeline Petz just escape those prequels and do something like this with that sexy bathing suit. I will lose my mind if I see that in the theater because I'm heterosexual. I'm like people they don't get it. They're like you like Disney movies like the right behind you and you like poetry and Lifetime and Hallmark movies and you're not gay. No, I'm not. The female body is a work of art in more ways than one. Flashback land. We're 45 minutes in. We're almost halfway through the movie already, right? We check. Gotta put this down because I can't use the remote from there. It's wireless, but it's not. It's got a 45 minutes. Yeah. So we're halfway through. We got another 40 minutes to go. Yeah, or so, not counting the. Mm-mm. No child, no. Kelly, who hasn't been a child for decades. She's so sexy, man. I just want to tell her that. Her or Maggie Q, because I'm not afraid, guys. What they're gonna do? Take it wrong? I'm like, look at me. I'm a man. I know how to. I know how to talk to a woman like a man can, to their face, not through a computer or trying to be anonymous. I want them to see my face. See? Because Supergirl's not in this movie, but I wanted to do other DC characters leading up to, because you have Supergirl in June and then Clayface in the month of September. So, see, it's not yours. Yes, ma'am, you are. They don't have Jessica Cruz here because, again, she wasn't introduced until after this came out. I'm drawn to women. I'm like, why do you think I took so many pictures of women at Comic Con, either from a distance or when I go up to them and say, I love your costume? Because I like women. Disney on Ice has plenty of women, except in Coco. There was no women in that movie. They barely had anybody. But, Frozen, Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast, Toy Story. Hmm. Ooh, that's dark. Yeah, he commits suicide with blue blood so that the movie doesn't get an R rating. Yeah, you didn't need to do that, dude. That's never the way out of any situation. It's 84 minutes, not 87. See, PG-13, sci-fi action, violence throughout, and some language. Yeah, there's some tragic tragedy. Most characters die that are not one of the lanterns. Because you just had Kilowog's master die, and now her father dies. Ellie, who's so good, man. That just. I first saw her in Surf Ninjas when I was like 8. And I took one look at that face, and I'm like, I was like a dog in heat. I really was. Despite not seeing any conventions or such by my school years. Because I can't find a girlfriend in the snow. It's too much. It's too deep. Not one woman was shoveling snow last week when I was shoveling. It was mostly a bunch of white guys, and that's it. Hmm. Mogo. See, they're in space most of them. Balfunga. Sounds like Balfungus. There's some CGI mostly for the ships that are in the background, but the animation's mostly hand drawn. It works for me. There was a CGI Green Lantern show that came out around this time, but it didn't do well. It only had one season. Cool designs. I like the designs of these characters. There's nothing I really hate here. I think there's like one story I'm not really invested in. I forgot which one it is though. Most of these stories, Lyra's I think is the most interesting because she's bad ace and also she's sexy too. That red hair and that bathing suit just does it for me. DC's not afraid to make their women, sexy. You can do that without being gratuitous. Because you want the wrong way of doing sexy women? Yeah, see Charlie's Angels 2019. That's completely right, like shoved in your face. They can't even be sexy on their own, like the 2000 movie. Hmm. He looks like the Abomination from the Marvel. Mogo. Hmm. A Green Lantern. Yes, sir. I love the way they say that. He cut off his limbs and now yeah, we know who you are. That's a really nice shot. You have to use a blowhorn. Mm-hmm. Of course, here it comes. Yeah, he's full of himself, isn't he? Green. Take that, bull fungus. Yep, cutting. We're already a month into the new year, so this is, at least is a short month. It's only 28 days, and we're in day 2. I hope the groundhog saw a shadow. That way, if I have to shovel snow again, it won't be this week, that's for sure. I just want this snow to melt because I'm sick of it. I'm sick of the ice out there. It's so slippery. Yep, Kylo Ren, everybody. That's CG. Yeah, he has probes because you know Mr. Terrific has T spheres. They're 3-dimensional. Circles are flat. I love that line. That's a great line, man. Ooh, baby. Yep, he's out for the count. Uh, uh, uh. Look at those moons. There it is, the Green Lantern symbol. Look at his face. That's golden. No, I didn't see the Grammys last night, but I heard Sabrina Carpenter's song had to be censored a lot because it's got a lot of curse words in it. Ah, you pansies. They should put it on Netflix so she could say all the words she wants. She's so sexy, man. Ugh. Just she's the most petite, sexy girl, blonde girl I've ever seen in my life, man. That's that age. That's an awesome shot too. It's mostly in space. They don't go to Earth in this one because that was the first flight movie. So Mogo's a planet like Ego. That was what a twist that was. Like again, Ego, the living planet in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Uh oh, behind you. Yeah, because like I said, if a girl's gonna cuss in a song, kids shouldn't be watching it in the first place. No one said that every singer is a role model unless they have clean music, and even sometimes, what's clean anymore? Sometimes they use entendres, for sex and violence and all that in their lyrics. But it's not like Sabrina writes her own songs. She doesn't. She just reads what's on the page and sings it and gets it done. That's why she's so successful. And her dancing in her underwear is not a it's not problematic. Give me a break. There's women that do less for and show way more skin. Trust me, I know. Look at that blonde hair. No, this isn't Supergirl. This is another girl because her hair's short. Hot. They thought Anna Vosloo couldn't speak English in The Mummy. I'm like, he's not Egyptian. He's from South Africa. It's the TV censors that made the curse words, but Sabrina too, like others think, dancing in her underwear isn't problem. It's not problematic. It's hot. An hour and 2 minutes in. Abinsur's the one that dies and then gives his ring goes to Hal of the universe, not Guardians of the Galaxy, because that's Marvel, not DC. DC and Marvel can't get in each other's hair because they're completely opposite companies. But DC is going to overtake Marvel in this decade, mainly because they don't have to try so hard. They're doing one character at a time, not 40. Because Spider-Man, yeah, there's going to be a lot of characters, but not as much as Doomsday. They're trying to like bring the X-Men to force the X-Men into the MCU, even though we saw them already in Deadpool and Wolverine. Yeah, we saw some of the X-Men there, and the Fantastic Four, and other characters too, like Blade, who we never thought we'd see in the MCU, and we did. That's why we don't need Mahershala Ali's Blade, because we have this one. Just saying. Why have two Blades in the same universe? It doesn't make any sense. In James Gunn's 10-year plan for DC, of course they're going to put Batman there. I don't think it's going to be Robert's version. That's standalone. Matt Reeves doesn't want that connecting to anything because he's not doing a world. He's building a world on his own. He doesn't need to connect this to like Joker and Clayface and all that. Like what? Sinestro's not a hero though. He's a villain. He turns yellow. Thank you, Kathleen Kennedy, for leaving Lucasfilm. I wish it happened a lot sooner. If she was gone 5 or 10 years ago, this would have been much better. Because once The Last Jedi came out and people wanted her head, I'm like, yeah, it's a bad movie, guys. It's way too long. I could take this off because they don't really wear the mask too much, and the movie's almost over. I gotta... No, not the lantern, please. Excuse me. The voice acting is mostly solid here. Even with Vosloo, he's not in it much, but he's serviceable. I had to take that mask off because I wore it for almost an hour just to give my eyes a break. I want to see what's going on. It's let's try to escape my sight. That those are words of evil might. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let me see how loud this can be. Yeah, it's pretty loud. Good stuff, man. I'm glad I got this DVD player. I really needed it to get through this winter. Because I like to stream movies, but sometimes there's glitches, so. Sorry, I haven't slept well the last couple of days. I've been getting up early every day. Tomorrow I'm not getting up early. I'm gonna sleep until 10 if I have to. I do. The thing is that he does. That's why Sinestro turns yellow because yellow's the evil lanterns. Hmm. Me too. Every time I go to Comic Con, destiny awaits. But then Sinestro turns evil because he's corrupt with power. Just like a lot of these characters are when they fall. They want the power to do what they want. Ever went to a convention or something, maybe I'd feel the same way. Despite so much noise, I wear earplugs mostly at conventions, even if it's small, because I don't want to go crazy hearing all these foreign accents and foreign languages. Mainly because I'm like, well, and I go to conventions in the U.S. I've never been to a convention in another country yet. I'd love to go to a convention in Canada, but I need a passport. We know if you see seen the 2011 movie or First Flight, he died. He's the first to die of the lanterns that dies. Me too. Yellow. We know. That's why I meant a convention here in the U.S. for people or girls that where I feel safe. We know. Oh, they're drilling the street. Why are they doing that in the snow? Doesn't make any sense. It's still snow on the ground. It's a good shot. At least this DVD works. I had to buy it. I didn't find this movie at Dollar Tree. I got a lot of DC movies at Dollar Tree over the years, but not recently because Dollar Tree already has physical media anymore. That's why I go for Amazon. They'll always have physical media because I love it. Streaming is only good for certain things like exclusive content. If I want to see a movie, I go, I'll just pick my physical media because it's way better. No ads, no buffering, no stupid commercials, no interruptions. That's the way I like it. And that's why when I watch stuff on Tubi, I usually use my laptop so I can block the ads. Ads don't mean anything to me. They're a piss break for me if I see it downstairs. That's awesome. This final battle's pretty cool. And it's not 2.5 hours. It gets to the point real quick. But despite a small physical media collection, you have a lot, Josh. It's just it's locked away. You have to get it back. Because like I said, I don't put my things in storage away like in the basement or the attic, unless I know I can get it. Because I like to do things. Yellow. I didn't have a choice of the physical and storage because of the move. Well, you haven't moved yet, Josh. You have to. Once you move, open your boxes like one at a time. I'm not moving anywhere. I had to move from the basement to my brother's room. And even though I have less space, I still use it as much as I can. Yes, sir. Intense. Because I just saw the Running Man remake and I was bored out of my mind. That movie took a sci-fi premise and stretched it to 2 hours and 8 minutes. Why? The original wasn't that long. It was only an hour and 40 minutes. Because movies were better made back in the 80s and the 90s and the 2000s because they didn't have to stretch everything. A Green Planet. Oh, They're moving a planet with their power. That is awesome. Kind of like Superman Returns, except again, this movie's only half the running time of that, and I like that movie. I really do. 77 minutes. No, the original is actually decent. The remake is just, it's crazy and it's not even fun. It's boring for most of it. It's just Glenn Powell running away from people for like almost 2 hours, and it's not even. It sounds fun, but no, it doesn't. There's 30 minutes of setup, and he doesn't start running until like an hour into the movie. It's Dullsville, man. The best part of the movie was Michael Cera setting up some Home Alone traps. That was the best part of the movie, and that's like halfway through it. And that's not even the rest of the movie. He should have been the lead instead. Powell just looked lost in the movie. It's not his fault. Because you know who produced the movie? Simon Kimber, that idiot that did Dark Phoenix. You know who wrote the movie? Michael Bacall. He did 22 Jump Street, which was funny, but this movie wasn't funny. Sorry, it wasn't. It was dull. It needed a sense of humor and stop looking like Blade Runner 2049. That's a better movie. Even though that flopped, it was Oscar worthy compared to Running Man 2025. Stop trying to copy Blade Runner. Every movie wants to look like Blade Runner. I know that wasn't the first movie to get a look like that, but you know, post-apocalyptic, it's been done to death, guys. Not everything needs to be doom and gloom to be interesting. Sheesh. This movie's not doom and gloom. People die in it, yeah, but it's not every story is. It's not happy all the time, but it's not. Yes, ma'am. A green planet. Mm-hmm. Yeah, some kind of look to it. Something without a $200 million budget, and the R rating didn't help Running Man. It didn't. Because it was mostly like played safe. That's why it flopped. People, Deadpool was R, but it was also funny and charming, and it had meta jokes that actually worked. It didn't have product placement every 2 minutes. Geesh, that movie just shoved the product placement in your face like a Michael Bay movie. The movie's almost over. The Running Man remake was not cheap. It was just boring. I'm like, guys, you don't have to look like Blade Runner. Again, that movie was made decades ago, and the Blade Runner 2049 is a better movie. It didn't look like an Edgar Wright movie. It felt nothing like it. But anyway, that was Green Lantern Emerald Knights. Fun movie. Very entertaining. Oh no, Jason Isaac was he was Sinestro. I thought it was Elizabeth Moss. I like her. I've always liked her since I was a kid. Henry Rollins, yeah. Arnold Vosloo. It's a good movie. Watch it at least once. Based on DC Comics, I know. I've I have some of them. Let me fast forward a little bit. See if there's a scene at the end. I think there is. I like Lyra's story the best. I think she has the most interesting backstory. I think that's it. See, Kilowog, Emerald Knight is the last story, but it's got an awesome climactic battle at the end. A lot of Asians worked on this. No, there's no scene at the end, so that's it. So thanks for watching, guys. Take care, and tomorrow I'll be doing another DC movie. I got to just set it up. So, yeah, see you guys next time.